Yeah.
with them
Yeah.
just talking. Yeah.
Okay. Some of what Sherelle said kind of answered this question, but I wanted to just start simply by saying, respectfully, what the fuck are y'all doing here? And I mean that as respectfully as possible.
I was invited here, nigga.
You know that's not what I'm asking, right?
He means in the space.
So I think
So,
so how we do it, women's POV, right? To give our point of view, because it is
mhm,
a male dominated space. Um,
mhm.
we want to give our perspective on conversations and topics, what's going on in society, how we're impacted, where we've been, where we're going, but just allowing our voice to be heard. So that's what we're doing here.
Let me ask
I
a
think
question. Hold on, Sherelle. Let me ask a question. Think about this. If you're in a male space, in which capacity should your voice be heard?
Well, it just because it is a male space doesn't mean it has to remain a male space, because women are watching as well. And so us coming up and having our voices heard on this platform that's male dominated, I think should be welcomed, because we are a part of society, and the topics that men talk about more often than not involve us. So why not lend our voices and our opinions and our experiences to what they're talking about?
So I just want to be clear. You said that you're gonna change the male space to what you want it to be. Is that what I'm hearing?
Change it? Did I use the
Well,
word change?
well, you what
Okay.
you said was doesn't mean it had to remain a male space. So by nature
Oh,
of that
okay.
comment, you would change it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
I
also,
wouldn't necessarily change it. My beliefs are, it's God, man, woman, children. So I believe that women are here to be helpers. And even if you don't have a man, if you don't have a husband, I still believe that we should be helping in some way, meaning women are helping women be better women. Lady Di is a wife, so she helps ladies be wives, have that wifely mentality. So I think it still should be. I think we should still be in the space and have our own voice, but at the same time, if you are family oriented, then you would use your voice to help others to be family oriented as well.
So, well, my follow up is this, right? I don't know if you guys can do this quickly because Love was saying women are here. This might be risky. Has 85% male viewership, and I would venture to say 15% being women is large in this space.
Oh,
What would you guys analytics say? So, like for instance, Precious is saying maybe to advise women, but if it's 95% men, what's the truth?
oh,
Well, those
this
are
is
your analytics.
Huh?
but
Go ahead, Lady Di.
but that's just viewership.
Hmm.
And I think that does have a lot to do with it, but it is just viewership. So even on my channel, I started
Hmm.
off by myself.
Okay.
And it was just to enlighten women about men, because it seemed like a lot of women just don't understand men at all. Because I didn't at first, and then I figured it out. I was, oh, okay. So I'm just trying to let them understand that, and then me doing that, I had a lot of women watching me, but then
Okay.
as soon as I went against like the sisterhood or whatever, I
Hmm.
started having a lot of men. So it went from like a 60-40 to like a 80-20, 80 being men.
Okay. Okay. Raw, you trying to say something? My bad.
yeah. For me, why I'm in the space, I can't speak for other women. Is I like listening to men speak. I like to hear men's perspective. However, some of the conversations are inherently hurtful because they use a broad paintbrush to pigeonhole all women. So when I come in the spaces and I come on the panels, it's really just to have the conversation. But because so many have been traumatized or somebody have a negative perception of all Black women as a whole, then it winds up being a pushback. And so they're like, oh, no, oh, all right, you pretty cool. But for me, a lot of the conversations that I hear men have problems with women is because they are looking at every woman the same. So I come to, you know what I'm saying, shake up how people look at things. But what Lady Di is saying is true. When you are a woman that doesn't fall in alignment with, you know, men are stupid, hoodwink and bamboozle them, then you become a pick me, then you become a mammy. If you're successful in relationships or getting the attention of men, then they throw all type of names and they're attacking instead of just staying in their lane and staying out people's business. I'm gonna be quiet.
Well, Raw, you said shake things up. Right? I find that verbiage to be slightly problematic. It sounds like when women say things like, I need a man that's gonna handle me. Those things bother me a bit. So did you mean to say shake things up, or what were you? Can you clarify that?
Let me clarify. To give a different perspective might be a better way to phrase that, because not all Black women are the same. Not all women with children are the same. Not all single women are the same. Not all divorced women are the same. And when we're sitting here and we're supporting y'all, even though people say that Black women don't support Black men, when we're supporting y'all with cash apps, with super chats, with viewerships, with sharing, with likes, and then we're sitting there and we're listening to y'all say, we don't support you, we're not in your corner, y'all don't have no sisters on your team. It's like, even if we say 15%, cool, that's 15% of women that's supporting you. Where is the support back? Because if y'all support women that are in even 50% of alignment, that means that more women can get closer to alignment. You can start restoring Black relationships.
What did I say to make you start windmilling a little bit? What happened? Why you start windmilling?
Right. So I really don't mind, you know, dating a woman with kids.
What, you good?
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
Oh, damn, man.
Wow.
Raw. Damn, I was gonna ask you something. Oh, you said some conversations. So that is one rule. We don't use the word some. So would you say the minority or majority of conversations have what's the word, love, I'm looking for? Like a negative connotation or visceral like what was salacious?
Salacious is another one.
The majority.
Damn.
Okay. Get the likes up. Luck, what's popping?
Hello. What's up?
Brother.
Yeah, so respectfully, Luck, what the fuck you doing here?
I'm not here. I'm on my channel. You invited me.
Wow.
Well, yeah, here. Thanks you and Q for being so smart. Y'all assholes. What I'm saying is this space. You know, what is your objective here?
Well, to be honest, I came under Anton, so I didn't even really have a channel when people started quote unquote following me. And then majority I was on a girls channel, and then I learned because your crowd may come from a certain crowd, you would have your own channel, and then they'll deem your channel this space. You see what I'm saying? So like when I've gone primarily on cruise season, or you know, been on the Peep and stuff like that, I'm invited. But then you go on your own channel, you have your ways of thinking, you want to be vulnerable, share your experiences, and then some of those people follow you and they'll say, oh, Lucky's in this space. So then I learned, okay, I guess I'm in this space. And then it's like, oh, this is a male space, but it's like, we don't like baby mamas, we don't like all this, but y'all invite us here. Invite the women that represent the women you want to exalt, instead of inviting the women that made those decisions that you disagree with. You know what I'm saying? So when we say the space, I like certain conversations, I like channels, but I don't really deem myself in the space, or maybe adjacent, but my channel is my channel, and some people from other channels that would be in the quote unquote space support me.
But you can see the association, right? That it like with people. Okay. Anybody else? I'm just wondering.
I came here to troll, and that's what I did for a long time.
Is that right?
Yeah, That's literally what was my purpose.
You came here to troll the men.
Yes, definitely.
How long have you been trolling the men until you transitioned to not trolling? I guess.
I trolled for a time. I've been here since Tommy, so I've been here since 2015. So I'm
You've
one of
been
like the oldest trolls in the chat. So
you've been trolling since 2015.
yes.
Brother, brother,
Yep.
brother.
Do you think the trolling, you think that hurt the women in the space?
No. I think the original reason women started coming is for men to make examples out of them. Uh the men were talking about women in a negative way, and they started to pull up women to make examples out of them. Then there was a group of women who wanted to push back and fight against the narrative that was being set, because a lot of times they were saying facts, but a lot of times when you are in the echo chamber, lies will start to come. So now they're not just saying facts about Black women, they were starting to be extreme, and that created a group of a sector of women who wanted to rebuttal with that, and that created the trolls of, well, let's really get into it, let's really talk about it. So we do have the women that come in just to just stand and be a good example and show, like the Lady Dies, who just show a good example of a married Black woman who, I'm not going to argue with you to show you that is proof that good Black women exist. I'm gonna show you my life. So there's the examples of them, and then there's the women who came just to monetize, because it's a bunch of incels. They're gonna throw money at pretty women, and it's easy to be a pretty woman in a space where there's not a lot of women. So you may be a 5 in real life, but you're an 8 here. So you come in this space, and depending on how you cater to your audience, you can make money. So I think a lot of people came here to entertain and make money.
Damn.
Now you said something. You saying most of the Negroes in this space are incels?
They had a lot of incels. Yeah, in Manosphere, yeah, they had a lot of incels in Manosphere.
No, I understand a lot. You think most of the men in this space are
most
incels?
of them? Yeah.
God.
Damn.
Really?
I definitely think the majority of them. Not the people who start the panels, because there's a lot of men who create channels to manipulate like incels, like by telling them like, you can be just like me and get the results of me if you change this. Like, which is why the black pill space was created, because the black pill men got it together, was like, I'm not going to pay this dating coach to teach me how to get women. I understand as a black pill man that we're just not going to get certain results from this. So yeah, not the ones on the panel, but the ones in the chat and the viewers. Yes, a lot of incels.
Jesus
I
Christ.
could agree
Look,
to that.
you agree? All right, let's go around. I'm hurt. Lady Di, you agree to that?
Yeah, like if you just some of them, not all.
No, like,
but
then you,
like
Lady
if
Di,
you
you can go first. You can go first. I just want to get a yes or no from everybody. Then you can give your context.
Okay.
I already saw Lucky
Yes.
nod. God damn, man. Love, what you think?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ. Precious. Precious.
Oh, I'm not on mute.
Come on now.
Brother,
I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna
brother.
go with yes. Yes.
Sweet
Yes.
Christ, man. Raw.
According to the empirical data, it's a yes for me.
Jeez. Q.
Hey, I'm new here, but I can definitely see it, so I'm gonna say yes.
Your mic sound nice too. Luck.
You know damn well I know. Yep.
Damn. Get the fuck out of here, man. My bad. I got a suit on. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, button up.
I reject you guys' premise. That's what I should have said. I gotta go change. I gotta take this off because y'all.
We telling our truth.
You telling your? Oh my God, Luck! Don't you trying to trigger me, Luck? What, Lady Di? Go ahead and give your context, please.
The reason why I say that is because when I started like going on panels, there will be men watching the panel and they'll send their lady to me as a client, right? And I'm like to myself, I'm glad that you're doing that. You're, showing your lady my content because that's what it's for. But you can't handle your own lady.
which means you don't have no game. You don't know how to teach her.
Wow.
So I would include that as being an incel. Because how the hell you can't get her on track?
Damn.
And you with
The
her.
incel has a wife.
No,
That's
I
what
didn't
you're
say
saying?
wife. No, they don't. They're not wives. They're in a relationship.
Well, I thought incels don't get women.
They don't have sex.
Oh.
So they,
You got a
so
woman in
what
you.
happens is some of them, like, they could get sex, but they'll lie, we're in a relationship. They don't know how to communicate. So they'll send women to MySpace, and it's kind of like, I'm not saying that you can't send your lady to me, but normally my content is for single women or married women, but not like, or a lady just coming to my page trying to understand her man or something like that. Not a man sending your lady to me like you need help. So that's where I'm like, it's kind of weird,
Are we? Let me ask real quick. Maybe we're just conflating the terms. So, like, is this more like a simp, a sucker, because he's not in charge in his home? Lady Di, are you considering those men simps?
Maybe
Like a simp. You saying that
simp is like someone who always caters to a lady all the time, yes man type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna use, now this term is used incorrectly often, but for the sake of conversation, the term beta, does that resonate with what you articulating? Okay. Yeah. All right. So you saying, so I think the maybe the consensus is the men that are in these spaces, betas, simps, incels, one of the three, if we didn't know what incel meant, because it's an acronym essentially for, not an acronym, but I forget what it's called, but involuntarily celibate. So when men are like for instance, if men are saying they're not having sex, like with the sexless marriages, I guess technically he could be involuntarily celibate at that juncture. You know what I mean? Technically.
So we're calling them an incel off technicalities.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was referring to actual incels.
Yeah. I think you guys were referring to it.
No,
Look,
I'm
I was just
talking-
kind of thinking through what you said. Look, you feel me about the married people? So if we
Yeah,
had to
'cause you
consider,
have emasculated men. Yeah, you have emasculated men. Aggressive women marry them all the time. I wouldn't say that they were incels because they still have a woman, but that's why I was just trying to.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. That's fair. But Lady Di saying there's a deficit somewhere is the point you're making in people with us in the space. Okay.
Like when you think about it, men that are really on it, they're not going to YouTube and, hey girl, learn from here. They're teaching them or showing them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they can't do it or they're not successful, then it's like you in that other category. That's just my opinion. And that's when I brought my husband on board. So I don't know.
No, okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. We got some clarification. Sherelle, you said the majority of us are incels. Can you expound on that? And then Love, I gotta put some black on because I'm hurt.
Your fighting clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just understand, like when the space was created, it was coaching men who didn't have confidence. It was coaching men who couldn't get luck with females and things like that. Incels, it was basically alpha men or men who had a way with women, feeling like they could sell a program to men who, just was socially awkward growing up, not being able to get females. The development of the man to get a better job, smell good, dress better, it's always leading back to then you can get a woman, then you can attract women. So yeah, the space was dedicated to incels. So a lot of dudes who didn't have that information, they flocked here because they finally, they found a daddy in Kevin Samuels and all of these men who was able to just tell them things that their daddy should have told them. This is how you shave. This is how you smell good. This is how you tie. All the things that they did not get to learn, they was able to come here because they was doing the work on the back end in certain ways. And they just needed a man to tell them like, yeah, a woman not gonna want you because you live in a basement. You still don't smell good. Go to the gym. Telling them things that this is what women like. So they was just coaching them on how to be better so they could be better men, so they could get sex because they're not having sex. And we brought all the stats on how majority of men are not having sex. So yeah, I think they're incels. I'm not saying I'm wrong with them. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Yeah. And to that energy that Raw B was talking about earlier, do you think that is because they aren't getting the results that they thought they would?
I think it's because what a lot of these men are really looking for is women to be nice to them. And a lot of women just don't want to be nice to men. I can't hold women for not wanting to be nice, because if it's a man that a woman is really interested in, she is naturally going to be nice. I think the ultimate underlying problem is men are so interested in so many women. I'm not going there here. Men are interested in so many women, and women really only be interested kind of in that one dude, him. And it's not necessarily about money. It's not necessarily about status. It's about that overall aura. And like Sherelle said, a lot of these men didn't have dads to teach them how to be that guy.
But why? I understand that, but why can't a lady just be nice? Like, why he gotta be all of that just to say, you know, just to be nice to him? Being that he's not rude to her, I'm saying, like, you know.
Right, but there's a difference between being civil and being nice. You can be civil to anyone. Being nice includes extending oneself. So, like, if I see HAMP, I'm not going to be disrespectful and yelling at him, right? But I'm also not going to be, like, trying to be extra communicative with him. Like, if there's a situation to, like, have a dance or have a meal, have a drink, I'm not going to do that. No shade against you, HAMP. I'm just saying, first of all, you take it, but whatever. In general, like, if there's somebody that I'm interested in dating or being with because I'm watching how they move and they're in alignment with my lifestyle, I'm going to go above and beyond, as opposed to just being cordial or civil. And what men are wanting is for women to be above and beyond. I don't have to smile at every single man in order to be cordial or civil. My smile's not for everybody. I don't have to be like, oh my God, how was your day? No, that's not for everybody. You understand what I mean?
I mean, what you're saying sounds right, except nice is just nice. Like, you talking about more caring, bubbly, you know, in that sense. But I mean, I don't know.
Are you stomping people
like,
with that shoe? What does that shoe mean?
Right, I'm so confused with this sneakers. What we doing over here?
If you know, you know. That's that Black Air Force energy.
Oh. She's from New York. She's from New York. New York women be nice.
Listen, it is what it is. Like,
wait, what? Who's from New York and what?
Robbie from New York. They're not nice.
I'm from there too. I'm from the Bronx, but I'm just saying.
You're right. We're not nice. We're cordial. We're kind, but nice. Nice is nice. No.
I learned away from that when I moved, and that's because my husband is from the South. Because he's always saying hi and
we nice in the South. We have manners.
I'm like, why you gotta say hi walking by? Like, we could just go, you know. So
yeah, like we speak to each other. That's normal. Hey, how you doing? Like, to anybody. But I was doing that in New York and people was looking at me like, are you dumb? I was like, okay,
relax.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking to y'all. Relax.
That's crazy. I'm from Jersey, but a lot of people think I'm from down south because I have that Southern hospitality to me. I mean, I have an edge to me, but for the most part, you know.
All right, whatever. Niggas ain't that nice. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helped the channel more. Y'all talking about y'all nice and all this other shit. Tony Golden with the $2 says, God, shit been crazy. You feel me? So I love y'all. Be safe. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we out.